Yo, welcome back to One to One Podcast with Shy Boy Jimmy, Brenda, and Jay. This your boy Shy Boy Jimmy.
Mac Daddy Brenda.
Yo, what's up? This is Jay.
And we'll be discussing topics, interviewing new artists, and speaking up for the culture. If you're trying to vibe out, like, share, and subscribe, and stay tuned for this episode. Much love.
Check it out.
Magic TikTok challenges for rock the boat and 1 in a million.
Why wouldn't LeBron want to play with his son for
Calling the police is not the way to make the city better.
Hey y'all, welcome back to One to One Podcast. Today in the studio we do have a man of many trades. His name is Alex. We're gonna go ahead and let him introduce himself and everything that he has to offer.
All right. Hey, guys. Like she said, my name is Alex. I am a professional gym rat. I'm an amateur power lifter, personal trainer, graphic designer, nigga in tech. And you know what? Just about anything else.
You trademark that for sure, nigga and tech.
No, for real.
All right, for sure. So you want to jump it off or you want to jump it
Go
off?
ahead and start.
All right, for sure. So let's get to the nigga and tech. We gonna go through everything. We're gonna go through everything for sure. But then it's like, what you do in technology? Like, what type of work you be doing?
Yeah, so I work for this corporation called Salesforce. I'm a solution consultant. Salesforce, it's a CRM. This is some boring stuff. Basically a system that hosts a whole bunch of customer information. I help set it up for different companies. Like right now, actually, I'm helping to set it up for Apple. You know, your phones, laptops, MacBooks, stuff like that. Yeah, I'm helping set up their customer platform.
That's pretty dope. So we gonna call you when an iPhone 18 come out?
Hey, bro, I mean, you can. I don't know if I can get you.
What made you get into the tech field? Did you just always have a passion for it, or did you just saw the economy switching that way?
So, I mean, probably more the latter. I went to college actually for biomedical engineering because back then I actually wanted to make my way into like med school, become a doctor, because I really always had a passion for other people, for helping other people, doing whatever I can for other people. But medicine just wasn't necessarily the track that I took. But like I said, biomedical engineering, I kind of leaned more on that engineering side along the way. So I got my degree, made my way into actually AT&T, started off in sales for a little bit, then became like a technical overlay for salespeople. Then eventually made my way over to Salesforce because, you know, COVID, working from home, all that fun stuff. And it was a real good gig to still be at home. And luckily, unfortunately for a lot of people, it's not like that. But for me, I still work from home and I'm living my life. Yeah.
That's something.
Every time I be on TikTok and they be talking about like tech, they always talking about them layoffs. Like, have you ever had to like?
I've been weaving them since. Like, no, it's.
I heard somebody tell me like they know like in advance like how many people they gonna lay off and things of that sort. So you've been lucky to never get laid off.
I've been lucky. I've been
That's
real
good.
lucky. I think my company at one point laid off like 30 or 40%.
Damn.
Right after COVID, and I was lucky to be not a part of that. But I had some coworkers that I knew that I hung out with back in Dallas. Yeah, side note. Moved here from Texas about like 3 years ago. And yeah, a lot of them got laid off and they actually relocated for the job too. So it's real unfortunate for them, but lucky me, right?
Yeah.
No, that's good. That's real. I hate that, like, cause like certain companies like up in like what's it called, corporate America, like they be laying off a lot of people, and it's like that's just be crazy. Like that's not fair for sure.
We unfortunately within a lot of companies, people are just a number.
Yeah,
They're just
part of the game.
Yeah, exactly. They just helping them build up their bread, right? So, but luckily, I appreciate my company. They appreciate me so far. My work-life balance has been good. I'm really enjoying working from home too, so I can't complain too much, right?
That's beautiful.
Appreciate you.
Where you wanna go in tech? Like, do you see yourself like retiring from it?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, this is just more of a means to an end, right? This is more for funding myself. This is not necessarily my passion. This is just for funding my everyday life, right? Funding the life I want to build while pursuing my other lifestyles. So, like I said, professional gym rat, amateur power lifter, personal trainer, graphic designer. I love just making my way into different avenues and seeing how I can really express myself. So, but you need funds at the end of the day, right? You got to have a job. You got to make sure you do what you need to do so that you can work hard and then play hard.
Yeah.
So once you get into the powerlifting?
Honestly, that was this year. So I always been relatively strong. Let's backtrack into like how I started working out.
Right? Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
So, you would look at me, you'd be like, he probably like played football or something in college or in high school. He was probably like one of them kids. Nah, I never touched a weight in high school. I was a band nerd.
Oh, me too.
I am,
What you
yeah.
like?
I was a percussionist. I was in the pit at my school, so
Sure, yeah, I
I
was in a band
played.
too.
I did the
Word.
tenor drum.
You think tenor drum for me? Nah, I played the xylophone.
Oh,
Yeah, I was out here doing my little thing. I would play the triangle every once in a while,
You was in the
But,
orchestra.
but it was good. Like I even played like piano a little bit for the marching band within the front. But yeah, I was very inactive though. Even within the marching band, I was in a position where I only stood still. I didn't do much movement at all. Then I got to college and I was like, I need to make a change in myself, right? So I was like, you know what? Let me just start working out. I got a buddy of mine, started going to the gym like 3 times a week. And then I just really found out that it was a way to help boost my self-confidence, help really guide me into being more structured, right? Having more stability within my life. And then I just fell in love with it at the end of the day. So fast forward, powerlifting. I always been kind of strong within the weightlifting journey. I noticed that some of my numbers were better than my buddies around me. And this year I was like, I want to try something new. I always had friends that did powerlifting. I was like, let me just do one, right? Check it off, do it for the first time. So back in March, I competed in the Illinois State Championship. But I was a novice, of course. That was my very first time doing it. But it was such an experience. Like let's just talk numbers. I managed to deadlift 672 pounds.
Sheesh.
I squatted 491 pounds. And then my bench, to me is not like that impressive, but it was like 331.
You said that's not impressive?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I say just to me though, I'm a harsh critic of myself.
What's your favorite lift?
Definitely the deadlift, cause
Oh,
yeah, with
deadlift?
that, bro. Yeah, I love the deadlift, bro. Like that 672, that's in the top 1% of deadlifters in the world.
That's crazy.
What's the heaviest that like somebody has ever deadlifted?
Oh, there's y'all seen Game of Thrones?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all know who the mountain is? Yeah,
Mountain,
y'all know the mountain in Game of Thrones?
No, I don't
No?
know.
I know.
I don't know.
So-
I barely know what the hell's going on.
He's a powerlifter.
Yeah,
Okay.
so the mountain, he's huge, right? He played this big brolic guy in the Game of Thrones series.
Okay.
He's actually one of the world's strongest men, right?
Okay.
He has
He got the record?
Yeah, he has the record for
He don't look that
max
strong.
deadlift. I believe it's
Shit.
501 kilograms.
He's 6'8".
Yeah, he's 6'8".
The pictures don't do it no justice. 'Cause that one,
Yes.
he looked like
He
Batista or
here was
somebody.
about like 27, I think, 28. Now he's
Oh,
about
right.
like young 30s.
I'm glad you're here. So
What's up?
just because he doesn't look like he's ripped does not mean he's not strong.
No, I just say he looked like
Like-
Batista. Like, so you trying to say Batista?
But
one of the
imagine
strongest?
Batista at
Batista is
6'8". 6'8".
That's crazy.
This man got all that mass 6'8", bro. Imagine LeBron that thick. Pause. But
No, Fred. I get you saying. I get
Hey,
you
can you look
saying.
up his lift? His
6'9".
regular lift?
I think it was 501 kilograms, which is about 1,100 and like
There you
That's not
go.
3 pounds or something like that.
Get out of here.
What? No, I was right there. I was right there. Yeah.
1,000. He picked up 1,000 pounds.
Yep.
In a deadlift,
Yep.
yeah.
Wow.
And actually
this is
currently-
in 2020.
Yeah, recently.
And he curved his arms.
You said
No,
what?
no, no,
No, I deadlift.
So
Yeah.
when y'all deadlift, like, is it just like one time, or
Yeah.
and just see like how the heaviest that you can go?
The heaviest that you can pick up the weight from the ground, standing completely up.
Shit.
And that's it.
Yeah, that's it. That's the deadlift. That's
I
what
could
you're
probably-
thinking of is like an Olympic
can't
lift.
do
I could probably
600.
do
Oh, you talking
1,000
about,
pounds.
Oh yeah, word.
I could.
Hey, bro. Look,
He like-
remember who trained you?
Hey,
Well,
he
you talking about
know.
like a clean and jerk. That's
He
what they
know
do.
what the
They-
fuck it is.
And lift all the way up to the head.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
that's what I thought.
Y'all don't have to do that.
Nah, I don't clean it. I don't do. That's
do
called
they do
lifting.
that in the
lifting.
competition though?
Not powerlifting. Powerlifting is 3 lifts, right?
Okay.
You got the deadlift, you have the squat, and you have the bench press.
Okay.
And then
right.
a squat is when you come up like this.
No, a squat is where you
go- I
have
know the squat.
you
You
have
put
the
it
weight
around
on
your
your back,
shoulder,
yep.
and you squat down.
Squat
like a
down and
squat.
back up.
You gotta stand back up.
Child.
You gotta stand back up. So if you don't stand back up, you lost.
Yeah.
Shit, you probably in
I done- I probably-
get back up.
Hey, I seen oh, this is off topic, but I seen that on not 1,000 ways to die or something. What the fuck?
1,000 weight. Damn.
That's crazy.
No, it was on that show that they be breaking their legs and stuff. It used to be on
1,000 ways to die.
no, they do like this hockey and they be like anyway, long story short, he did like the squat and he broke his leg.
I mean, that's
Oh,
what happens
okay.
sometimes.
Yeah.
People
Yeah.
do too
I
much.
forgot the name of that show. It's like some show like on FX or something.
But man, it's It's
The injuries. And stuff.
Yeah,
injuries are high.
Yeah.
Or injuries are not that high actually. Let me reverse that, because the reason why the injuries aren't that high is because of how people train. Right, they
'Cause you know what
slowly
you're
ramp
doing.
up. Yeah. So it's not like you one day hop in the gym, slap on 500 pounds when you've only squatted 300 pounds in your life, and you like, bet I'm gonna do
I'm
it
finna
today.
do it
That's gonna get you
yeah.
injured.
Yeah.
Now these like professional lifters, they've been inching their way up more and more and more, and then when it comes to competition day, that might be more than they've ever lifted, but within a margin.
Oh, yeah.
Because you trying to do things like inching your way up. So actually, 2 of the world's strongest men right now are probably going to be going at it for the world's heaviest deadlift again, trying to hit 505 kilos, which is like another
like 1,200, 1,300.
Nah. That's maybe just like an extra
25, 30 pounds, what?
if that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But trying to break the world record again though. It's the mountain again versus actually a dude from Canada called like Mitchell Hooper.
Oh, that sounds decent. It's like that sounds interesting. Like something that you really interested in and passionate about, and I feel like that sounds decent.
My old boss, when I was a bartender, she actually powerlifted, her and her husband.
Word.
Mm-hmm.
How you know how high she went?
Nah,
Women
Come on,
that
bro.
power lift, I know they ass.
I didn't pay attention.
It's caked
Nah,
up.
she showed me the videos. Nah, she was cool as hell for showing me the videos. She's strong as
Her
hell.
ass probably was
Yeah.
caked up. They
But, I
be
mean, imagine like it's all them squats over and over
it's just
and over
muscle.
again. Yeah.
And that's why I was telling people, like, I was in the gym and, like, I think I gained so much weight and I ended up getting a little thick because I was skinny my whole life. And everybody was just like, how you get? I'm like, it's lifting. And I used to tell people all the time, I never went to the gym with women because I'm like, all y'all was going there and do cardio. I'm like, if you really want to ask, I'm like, when your thighs get that muscle, it set your ass up. But yeah, I was just telling you, like, I was in the gym training with somebody who did bodybuilding and shit like that. And, like, he made me, like, he was pushing me. And he was like, normally I don't make women do that. I'm like, well, why the hell you got me doing it? That shit was heavy. Because, you know, in the gym, it's that machine, like, you can, like, I don't know the name of the machines.
Go ahead, explain it.
It's like the machine, like, you can, like, squat. You do the squat. I don't know the name of it. But, like, it, like, got the rope to it.
Got the rope to it. You talking about a Smith machine?
It is a Smith machine, but
Okay.
he took me to his personal training machine, and it didn't help me out. Like, it was
Personal
all
training
me.
machine.
I mean, his personal trainer gym, it was all me, and I was in there like, I cannot do this shit. Like, it was like 10 seconds in. Even the bike, he started me off on the bike, and it was just like a cycling bike. I'm like, this shit on level 500. I was sweating like 5 minutes in. I was just like, but it was like, it was a good workout. It was one I did throw up after the workout. I'm not gonna lie. It was one of them, like, but I feel like when you throw up after your workout, it was an amazing
I
workout.
I almost passed out. I almost threw up. I seen the light 3 times.
And I kept
I was
telling him,
like,
I'm
look.
like, I'm finna throw up. He like, are you for real? I'm like, no, I'm dead ass. Like, this shit hurts. Like, and I
Bro.
just dead ass threw up.
I got a question though, since you are competing in powerlifting. So when you're actually training for competition, what's the regimen, bro? What's the workout, the daily life, the diet too? Because people don't realize the diet part.
Tell me
So
about the diet.
again, you know, side note, I've only done one so far, but I do plan on competing in more. This first time that I ever competed, they basically set you up, or first, it's really important to have a coach, right? I got myself this coach. His name is Ricky Zhang. He's an incredible guy, crazy strong. I think he's about like 25, but he's one of the top lifters in Illinois.
Ricky Tan?
Zhang.
Oh,
Yeah. You said Tan.
I thought that's what you said. I'm sorry. Yeah.
But yeah, he's crazy strong. I think he has like a 600 something squat, upper 400 bench. His deadlift is actually around mine, because like I said, my deadlift is the thing that I'm most proud of. It's up there, especially for somebody that's only done one competition. I was tied for lifting the heaviest weight during that competition, at least for the weight class I was doing. Actually, no, during the competition that day.
Oh,
Yeah, that day.
that's solid for sure.
Yeah, but yeah, so you got like blocks that they call it. Basically, it's 4-week blocks where you're slowly inching up your weights that you're lifting every single week up until you get closer and closer to that competition day to make sure that you lift the most that's there. Right. In terms of diet, I started off the prep at around like 210 pounds, but I was competing within the 98 kg, which means I had to be below 198 pounds. So I just lose a quick like 12 pounds while I was training for this competition to make sure that I could be within that weight category. Because if I came in on that competition day, weighed over that number, I'd have to compete in a whole different level. right? And the more you weigh, the more you can lift. So if say if I weighed in at like 199, now I got to compete up against people that weigh like 215 pounds at the same time, and they got that extra weight on me, which means they can,
Lift
you know,
more weight.
exactly.
That shit crazy. That's kind of like boxing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
but
even
imagine
wrestling,
imagine if for boxing, like you go in, you trying to weigh at one weight to fight your competitor, and then you weigh a little bit heavier. They're like, "Bet, all right, you got to fight this heavyweight now." Like that's
That happened
That's
to
how I
us
be
in
thinking.
wrestling and stuff in high school. So I wrestled, so I'm used to. I didn't have to come. I was always the right weight, but people under me used to be like having to wrestle up, so we move everybody up. So it is a little bit of an advantage for your opponent, but
yeah.
with powerlifting too, I can see that too. So
How strict is your eating with work? Because I know people who work out, y'all be having amazing diets. Like, the man who I was doing, like, he tried to put me on this eat at 2:00, eat at 3. I'm like, what the hell? Like, he put me on like
you was eating for
if you wait,
gains?
he was just like, because I was eating for gains. I want to maintain my weight. That's my whole goal. So I
you
was just
trying
like,
to get thick, huh?
yeah, you know, I know what the gym can really do for you. So I'm like, yeah. So he was just like, okay, if you wake up at 8:00, eat at 8:00. Your next time you should eat be 12:00, and then you should have a little snack. Then you should eat it. I'm like he wanted me to eat like 4 times a day, and I'm just like, I can barely eat once. Like, yeah, like, are you strict like that?
So it depends on what I'm doing. So, like I said, I like to venture into different like physical categories, right? Where sometimes I'll try and get real shredded, right? Have a nice 6-pack for like the summertime versus wintertime. I like to just bulk up a little bit, try and get as strong as I can possibly get, right? So when it comes to the cutting phase of my diet, I'll be super duper strict. It'll be like, actually right now I'm trying to prep for Halloween. Right, trying to make sure I got some nice abs for Halloween because I want to be like, I'm trying to wear like this nice compression shirt and trying to have my abs showing through the compression shirt. I've never done that before, so it's a little goal of mine. Which means I'm like cutting down my calories and I'm like 2,000 to 2,200 calories a day. And I like track my calories. I take pictures of everything I'm eating. I log everything, trying to see exactly how much
That
Mm.
protein,
shit is
carbs, and fat I'm getting.
dedication.
Yeah, it's
When I first joined the gym, I joined the gym because I had super bad anxiety. So like I just needed, like, my life was out of whack. So I'm like, what the hell can I control my body? So that's how I kind of got into the gym. I started with a trainer and stuff like that. And like I did feel like I did the gym for probably like a year. And like I was so goddamn dedicated in life. It was like men who was coming to my life, friends. I was just cutting everybody. I was doing amazing in school. Like everything was just like tracking. And then I don't know how the hell I fell off of the gym. I'm like, I feel like when I fell off the gym, my life was just like, yeah, get your
it's a good distressor. Like if you can do it consistently, it's a good escape from life. Right,
I feel like everybody can do the gym consistently. It's just the want to do it. Cause I'm like, we do shit that, you know.
Yeah, it'd be like time consuming. So you gotta actually make sure you have time for it and like schedule it properly and stuff. Cause like, you got work, school, you got your kids, you got housework, you got
the hardest
excuses.
I feel like it is because I'm just like on some very real life shit. Like it'll be like you can go to the gym for 30. Cause for me, I feel like
go on the treadmill, lift a little bit.
A lot of people feel like you got to be in the gym for two hours. I'm just like, if you go in there and you really locking in on your sets and pushing through your sets, you can really go to the gym for like 45 to an hour. And I'm like, I done went to the restaurant. You know, like I could have been in the goddamn gym.
So the hardest part, bro, about going to the gym is
going to the gym.
Even for me, like I can take, if I accidentally take like 2 days off or something like that, I don't want to go back on the 3rd day. Right? And this is what I've been doing. I've been in the gym consistently for 11 years. I missed 2 days. I'm good. I'm like, who needs to go this 3rd day? Who needs to go this 4th day? Like, let me get some donuts. Like, for real. Like, why am I doing
once
this?
You stop, I tried to do that thing where I'm like, okay, 21 days to form a habit, and I could not get past that first week. I'm like, God damn. Like,
y'all ever tried 75 hard and stuff? But go ahead.
Gabby actually told me about it.
What is it?
Yeah, and I told her, I was like, you know what? I should try it. And she broke it down to me. I'm like, you know what? I don't think I would do that.
All right, 75, there's 2 different kinds. They got 75 hard, 75 soft. 75 hard is 75 days where you have to wake up by a certain time, read like 10 pages of self-help book. You have to work out every single day.
TikTok doing that right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have to do some form of exercise outside every single day. And then they got a whole bunch of other like different stipulations and stuff like that. Now, me and my fiance, we recently been doing something called 75 soft, right? Which is like taking 75 hard and making it for your lifestyle, right? So instead of having to do an outdoor exercise, we're like, okay, it's either indoor, outdoor exercise at least 4 days a week, right? Instead of saying every single day, because your body needs rest in the first place, right?
For sure.
We added things to ourselves like make sure we get 10,000 steps a day, right? Just little goals, make sure we read any book. It doesn't have to be a self-help book. It can be a comic book. It can be a fantasy book. It can be a news article. As long as it's 10 pages, hit that, make sure you're good, right? And then if you accidentally miss a day, it's not the end of the world, at least for 75 soft. 75 hard, you miss a day, you got to restart.
So you do that like in like back to back or like in conjoint, like
What, the soft versus hard?
Yeah. So how you set
those are just two completely different things, right? People that do 75 hard, they dedicated. Like that's beyond me.
Like,
I'm not gonna do all that.
I thought you meant like one day you go hard, one day you go soft for like 1 week,
nah.
2 like. You know,
They is two different programs. So it's really just a way to hold yourself accountable for 75 days, right? And then especially, you know, like they said, like you said, 21 days to make a habit, right? Imagine you set yourself out for 75 days and you just ticking everything off. Once you hit 75 days, that's more than a habit. That's a lifestyle.
Yeah.
So I had a question. So
decent.
you're a gym rat, right?
Yeah.
You also do personal training, right?
Yeah.
So, when you started, like, what was like the thing that kind of like was the biggest shell shock to you, or like you actually just learned?
What did I learn? Biggest shell shock would have to be the amount of people on steroids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, yo,
Yeah.
I'm glad. I was thinking about that in my head when you were talking about the powerlifting. I'm like,
So,
all right, so what's your stance on that though? Because I heard mixed things about steroids use.
So steroids, I'm not against it, but for specific reasons, right? If you using steroids to compete in steroid-enabled competitions and using steroids for a purpose, it makes sense. Like the strongest man in the world, homeboy that did the 501 deadlift, he was on steroids, right? The dude that I told you is in Canada that's going to be competing against him.
Is that not illegal?
So
Based on the competition, I think it's
so they have
stipulations, right? Like
Yeah.
certain ones?
these competitions that are for the world's strongest men, those are untested because they know there's only one way to really push the human ability to that level, right? And you trying to see who is really like the world record strongest person there is. And yeah, just like you would unfortunately feed your cattle a whole bunch of steroids too to give it more meat and stuff like that so that you can provide more in supermarkets and shit. That's how these world's strongest men kind of work, right? But then you also got people that will take steroids for bodybuilding competitions, and again, that's a competitive atmosphere for who has the world's most like superhuman physique, right? So those are people that understand the risks of the steroids they're taking. They have very strict cycles. They have doctors that they get lab testing with consistently. They have coaches that will monitor how much they're taking and what they're taking. But then you got like dumb people in the gym and dumb kids in the gym, especially like this Gen Z generation. A lot of them have been just taking steroids to look like the social media influencers, right? And then the weirdest thing about steroids too is it don't work for everybody. Some people take steroids and just get back acne and still are skinny.
Damn, back acne is ugh.
Yeah.
So
It's like a lot of stuff that can come with steroids. It's like you got like
a lot of health
here you go
problems.
right here. So you got high blood pressure, fertility issue, hepatotoxicity.
shrinks the testicles.
Yep.
I saw
That's why
that
so
first.
many small penises.
Hey, irregular menstruation.
That's why they be in the gym in them jogging pants. You don't see none.
Brenda just had a flashback about the time she got catfish.
She said, "Homo was jacked." This makes sense.
Got to the crib.
She's like, hell no.
Been working out the wrong muscle.
No, for real.
Fertility issues,
Hey,
depression, mood
So
swings.
with the steroids though, I'm not gonna say like what you would recommend, but so what's your opinion on like people just use it when they just like you said about the kids just going to the gym? What about people just like actually using it just working out? Like say like they're gym rats and they try to just get over it like an edge. or something.
So personally, nah, that's stupid. Unless you plan on competing in a bodybuilding competition, right? Why are you taking these drugs that will shorten your lifespan? Right? You can work out, you can build muscle. You don't need steroids to build muscle. You need steroids to build muscle to a competitive nature within a bodybuilding competition. But if you just in the gym, bro, and you just comparing yourself to homeboy that's next to you on the bench, like, why are you taking steroids? Yeah. Also, now it's different when you come to like older men and taking like what they call HRT, TRT, right? Hormone replacement therapy. Because as you get older as a man, your testosterone will naturally decrease. And a lot of older men will start taking testosterone on top of that. And testosterone supplements, that's a steroid. Steroids are hormones, right? Mm-hmm. So it is technically taking steroids as you're older. And you'll notice like older men will all of a sudden start becoming jacked. That's because they taking testosterone now. But hey, that's medical. That's understandable. Yeah. Say if you a football player, and I don't recommend this, but football players in like high school and college, they'll take steroids just for the
high school.
Yeah. Oh, most definitely in high school.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, because they're trying to get to college.
Yeah, they're trying to make it to the NFL.
Yeah.
The cardiac arrest on the field and stuff.
Oh, is that why it be happening?
Yeah, they messing because the thing is, especially when you in high school and
just
you're
like
young,
a bunch of adrenaline, basically.
So like, so with steroids, it's like outside testosterone, right? So imagine like you a young boy, you already got all this testosterone in you. You pumping yourself up with extra. Now your body is just like, I don't know what to do with all this stuff in me, and it's having adverse side effects all over your body. Especially sometimes these kids be taking the shit that they be giving the cows, and that's called trend. Right? Have you ever heard of trend?
I heard that.
Yeah, that's the shit that they be giving cows to make them buff.
Where do they get it from?
They got dealers. They got dealers.
Get out of here.
Yeah. Oh, you talking what the kids get it from?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you talking what do like the companies get it from.
The kids will go to like a buff dude at the gym. They'll ask them where they get his shit, and then they'll get, just like you would with like getting weed from somebody. You getting like a plug. They get steroid plugs. Yeah. And then needles in the ass to
That's crazy.
Get yourself up there. Yeah.
Sound like Ozempic.
So this is a true factor. This is a room. I'm pretty sure it is true. But like people on steroids, you can probably kind of tell they get more aggressive, right?
Yeah.
Just
so
naturally, even not even lifting, just.
Bro, I mean, imagine yourself with extra testosterone. Like, let me be real.
He don't need no extra.
Like, bro, you gonna feel like you gonna get a little angry.
Probably smack somebody.
Yeah, exactly. Somebody look at you the wrong way, you gonna want to like tear their head off. Like that.
Work my job.
Yeah.
Would have been WWE today.
Oh, for real. Like that's why. I mean, it's crazy out here. But I mean, it's like I said, to backtrack it again. Like the amount of people I realized that were on steroids blew my mind. Of course, like all the actors, all the WWE wrestlers, right? Of course, The Rock, John Cena, Dave Bautista, all of these big actors. Zac Efron, there's definitely plenty of steroids. If you saw his last like wrestling movie, y'all seen Iron Claw or something?
Yeah, like I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
you saw how jacked he got, and you saw how the other dude from like The Bear, how jacked they got.
Yeah,
steroids.
You know, this thing surprised me though. So many people were like so surprised that The Rock was on steroids. Because he hasn't confirmed it, I guess, verbally, but he's like 56 years old.
People are...
I mean, he works out a lot, yeah, but like to keep a body like that for over 30-something years.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
If The Rock not on steroids, bro, then shit, my name not Alex. Nigga. Oh, yeah, absolutely. So like, but I mean, he was known for being the bodybuilder.
Yeah. So I just feel like it's
no, he thinks steroids. Look, it's cool.
Yeah, really get you right, absolutely. But are the effects worth it? That's what you got to ask yourself.
I'm a BON. I've been a BON since 2015, 2014. So I love. I'm happy,
bro.
As long as I'm healthy, right? But let's off. Go ahead. You gonna ask me some more?
Yeah. Just to end it, so like, what's your personal training and stuff? Then, so like, how is your regimen with people? Like, how do you like? Your clients just see what the gym working out, or do you like put yourself out there online? You got a website, something?
Yeah, like word of mouth.
So yeah, honestly, right now it's just word of mouth because I got so many different hustles going on. Right, the graphic design, the personal training, the main nigga in tech situation. Right. All these different things going on. So,
are you a strict personal trainer?
No,
he actually.
I'm pretty nice.
Yeah, he's cool as hell.
No, they be smack the goddamn burger out the head.
It depends on what level you at and where we at in your training session.
Okay.
Right.
He really like he meets you where you at and he push you from there. He don't force you to get to level 10 when you at level 3. You on level 3. He go get you to level 4. He go get you to level 5. He go get you. He work with you. He cold like he cold.
It's not my job to beat you up.
Yeah.
Not in the sense of that. I saw this TikTok. I recently saw this probably the other day, and this trainer, I guess she had saw like her people like eating bad, and like she kicked them out and said, "I'm not training you no more." Like that ass would not train. Like they had to wait like a little waiting period because she just like, well, you came in. I think she make them sign something too. Like if you really want to be dedicated to this, like it's a process of it. And like literally, like somebody was in the gym and it slipped past her. She got her ass off that machine and said, "Put your name on the list and come back," because like they was eating bad.
So I'm not big into zodiacs and stuff like that, but I'm a Libra. If that helped like understand my sense of balance with like I'm not here to like, I'll do what you need. If you need me to be a certain way to help you achieve your goals, I can do that for you. You need somebody that's strict, somebody that's on your ass, I'll be strict, I'll be on your ass. You need somebody that will help like walk you through it to not scare you out of it so that you actually want to come back. I'll be that person, right? You need to adjust who you with. So some trainers, they just out here, they just here to kick your ass, make you feel like you are walking out the gym, crawling out the gym, dying, but feel like you accomplished something. And that maybe works for them, but that doesn't work for every single individual. So when it comes to especially one-on-one training, that's much more personal. It's much more personal. If you do like a group training session, then fuck everybody. Everybody's just going to get their ass whooped because that's what it is. You in here for the community of getting your ass whooped with everybody else. You in boot camp.
Oh, you do group training too?
I don't, but actually one of my line brothers, he's a personal trainer down in Houston. Yeah, he does a lot of group training sessions. So,
I see. Yeah, you
I'm Alpha Phi Alpha.
my roommate in college was too.
Word. That's what's
Shout
up.
out to y'all, man.
Yes, sir.
I got a question.
Calls
So
out chapter.
for like the graphic design, I know we didn't speak much on that. Let's do that real quick. So like, what actually got you into it, and what you? Oh, first of all, if y'all see the new logo, the 1-to-1 logo, my boy he created that for us. So like, So what about the graphic design? Like, what made you get into that, and like, what do you really do with it?
Yeah, so actually to bring back the Alpha Phi Alpha too, back in college, we needed flyers for organization, right? We had parties we was trying to do, we had events we was trying to do, but the individual that we were trying to have make our flyers, he required like a 1 month turnaround. And so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just start doing this stuff myself.
1 month is kind of crazy.
1 month is
crazy
for a flyer.
So, bro, that's what I'm saying. So I was like, you know what? Let me just hunker down, figure this shit out. You know, started on Canva like everybody else. Then I hopped on Adobe Illustrator, then eventually Photoshop. And I was like, you know what? This is actually kind of fun. Let me start messing around. And then I started making us more and more flyers. And our flyers just started elevating each year. Right. And all of a sudden we was known at my school for having the best flyers. And I was like, oh, I appreciate y'all.
Okay.
And then different schools started reaching out to me. They were like, hey, we peeped your flyers. Can you make us some too? I was like, yeah, let me get a couple bills real quick and we cool.
Yeah.
But I just eventually developed it into the point where it's like really my creative outlet. I have organizations from all over the United States now reaching out to me to see if I can like make them a logo, flyer, do whatever. Yeah. And like I said, it's a side hustle. I got my Instagram for that at AC Flyers with a PH. So ACPHLYERS on Instagram. And it's got a little bit of my portfolio. And if you need anything, just let me know. And I got y'all.
That's what's up, man.
Shout out your other page too.
Oh, yo, daily. Shout out all your pages.
Oh yeah. Main Instagram at Charlizius, at CHARLIZIUS. Like I said, my flyer page at AC Flyers, ACPHLYERS. I got my fitness page, AC Fit, ACPHIT. And then I do a little bit of photography. That's just a little extra thing on the side. Yeah, all trades free.
I do need a photographer, at a low rate.
Right now, you will get me for free.
Oh, no, for real, because I did just branch into like modeling and stuff like that. So I'm trying to build a modeling portfolio.
Hey, reciprocation, y'all can figure it out.
Yeah, I got you. Just hit me up.
Thanks for coming in for the
I got the last question. One more last question. You gonna do it?
No, go ahead.
All right. If you on a deserted island,
you must have saw this before.
I have not. I don't know where we going.
Okay, that's random. If you on a deserted, we ask this to all our interviewees. If you on a deserted island, what is 3 things that you gonna bring with you?
3 things. On a deserted island, I need a satellite radio, so I can reach out and get the fuck off this island.
Okay.
I need. What else do I need, bro? I don't know. Can I take a crate of food?
Crate of food.
And a boat so I can try.
A boat. Okay. Ain't nobody ever said a boat before.
Everybody want to stay there?
Yeah, ain't nobody ever say boat before.
I mean, I guess the terms of being stuck, you just think like, well, I mean, boat would have been an option.
Right, I'm trying to survive, dog.
You might as well if you get a boat, that's decent. All right, you said radio, food, and boat. All right, for sure. All right.
All right, man. Appreciate you, man, coming in, bro.
Appreciate y'all.
All right, for sure. Thank y'all for tuning in. Leave y'all thoughts on everything in the comments. Make sure y'all follow my boy. Make sure y'all follow us. Much love.
If you vibe with us, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We here every week dropping knowledge, interviewing new artists, and speaking up for the culture.
Catch us on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts to never miss an episode. And make sure to keep the conversation going. Leave your thoughts in the comments or hit us up on social media at WTW Jimmy and Jay.
Yeah, man. Stay blessed. Stay 100. And you'll catch us next time on 1-to-1 Podcast.